Hey guys, got a cool battle for you. It's kind of an odd one, you'd think. S5II versus the A6700. Which one is the better camera? You might say, why am I comparing these two cameras? It's a crop sensor and a full frame sensor. Why would I compare these two? Well, they're kind of the same range and price. The S5II right now you can get used for around the price that you can get the A6700. Plus, I want to compare a full frame and a crop sensor and look at them both and decide which looks the best. Like, can you really tell the difference? Is it really worth spending the extra money? Let's check this out. All right, guys, so the A6700 is set on S5II. It's got the 35mm 1.8 Sony on there. And so that gives it, a 55mm-ish or whatever, equivalent 52mm. And then on the S5II, we've got the 50mm 1.8 S lens. So they're within a few millimeters of each other. So this is the S5II. Now, how does this look? All right, I got it on natural color profile. All right, now this is the A6700 with the S5II, and this is coming straight out of camera. I tend to like the S5II. I think the colors are really good in that, but what do you think? All right, so we're going to compare these head to head next to each other and see what those look like. All right, guys, head to head here. If you look to the left, that's the A6700. To the right is the S5II. Now, obviously, there's a color difference between the two, but that can be adjusted however you want. However you want to look at it, you can adjust that. But so don't base it just on the color. I mean, because you can change that however you want. But if you look at image quality, I don't know. There's something about the S5 look, the full frame look to me. But if you look at the A6700, it looks just as fine. If you look at them head to head, it's really hard to see a big difference as long as the ISO is low. But there is something to a full frame look. Maybe it's just my eyes or whatever, but I think they both look good. I think either one, if they weren't head to head, you wouldn't even notice the difference. But I kind of like the S5II, the way it comes out on the natural profile. I just kind of like using that. But again, S5II is nice too. They're both good, guys. They're both good. The reason I'm kind of running this is I'm looking at maybe getting the FX30, but I'm like, if the A6700 looks just as good as the FX30, which it has the same sensor, do I need the FX30? The reason I want the FX30 is I got used to the fan in the S5II, right? And I just love it. I can use it, not have to worry about putting a fan on it or having a fan blow on it. And I like that. So I'm like, well, if it looks the same in studio, if you can control the lighting, then is it worth it just to, save the money and get like the FX30? I already got the lenses for it. So would that make sense? So I'm just curious for my own needs. So as comparing these, what do you think? Which one looks better to you? After comparing the footage, you really can't tell. I mean, obviously you could tell the color differences of the two. All right, this is the S5II right here, but you can see the color differences in the profiles you pick, whatever that's going to be, S-Log, V-Log, S-Cinetone, or Natural, or Cinetone V2, or whatever. But once you work that out, we find the color you like in your camera. That aside, as far as the image quality goes, how's it look? I mean, APSC, as long as you're at the base ISO, there's not really much difference. If you're using it for studio, you're really good to go either way. You don't have to spend that extra money. But the S5II is nice because of the price is less than the FX30, and it has a fan, and it's got dual, all the extras, the FX30 dual card slots, all that. But it's got, it's got the fan built in too, and it's less, and it's full frame. Doesn't have the lens choices though, as you do with the FX30. But I mean, there's enough choices there, like the Sigma 28-70. That's what I have, as well as this 51.8, which pretty much satisfies most anything I do with S5II. In studio, I use the 50. Outside, I use the 28-70. And I also have the 20-60 kit lens, which is pretty good too. If you want to vlog, you can vlog with that. But anyways, let me know in the comments below. APSC versus full frame. S5II for the money. You can get it $1,400 used. A6700. A6700, man. Used $1,150. That's what I got it for. $1,150. So what do you think? I mean, it was a few $100s less. But if you get the same image quality and the lenses are cheaper because they're crop sensor lenses, you can save yourself some money. Or you could go with the ZVE Mark II if you just plan to put it, ZVE 10 Mark II, if you just plan to put it on a tripod and not move around with it. Because it doesn't have an IBIS. But, so the ZVE 10 Mark II would be the same as A6700, except you don't have the AI chip, which sitting here, it wouldn't make a difference. But I guess I'm a stickler for tech. But let me know in the comments below, guys, what you think. How's the crop sensor look? You have to have that full frame look? There is just something about a full frame look, though, right? There's just something about that full frame look. That's all I'm saying. But nothing wrong with crop sensors either. They look great. That's why I got one, right? So, all right, guys. Look forward to hearing from you. Talk to you later. Have a good day.